Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Welcome to Sunday morning and welcome to your weekly reading where we check out and ask for a message that you need to hear right now. Something that is really important for you that Spirit, Source, your Spirit team want you to know about. And we're going to ask about the week ahead. See whether any information and guidance comes through that's really specific for you to help you to navigate the next 7 days. So we have 3 beautiful cards to choose from for the piles, and I'm also going to draw a rune and a charm as well for you. But let me hold up the cards first. We have Dancer of Joy. This is pile 1. Dancer of Joy. Pile 2, we have the Journeyer. This is pile 2. And pile 3, we have Ancestor of Hope. This is for pile 3. Okay, so big energies around at the moment, astrologically, big stuff happening, my beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to those of you who are returning. Welcome back, and welcome to anyone who's new. Now let's draw the runes as well. We have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have for pile 1, this is Perth. This is the rune of initiation. We then have Awaz, which is the rune of defense. And we have Uruz, which is the rune of strength. Okay, and now let's draw your charms. Just going to put these little counters out. A couple of people have asked, where did I get the counters? I bought them in a local craft shop quite some time ago. I don't know whether they are still available. I guess if you're interested in looking for counters, they're actually just plain wooden counters, and I coloured them blue on the top. They're just plain wood. I coloured them blue to make them a little bit more because I wanted the charms to be a little bit more visible. So your charms today are, for pile 1, we have, there's 2 coming through. You have an anchor and you also have a dog. Okay, that's for pile 1, 2 charms. For pile 2, you have more ship type things. You've got a steering wheel, a ship's wheel. That's for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have a turtle. Okay, or indeed it could be a tortoise. This one might be a tortoise actually. I think it is. If you have a look at the legs, let's see if I can get the camera to focus on that. Yeah, I think that is actually a tortoise rather than a turtle. Okay, but anyway, there we have your charms, your runes, your cards. Now, beautiful souls, let me make sure that camera is focused on them. And I'm going to leave the camera running for a little bit longer for you, the video. You can always press the pause button if you need even more time. Take as long as you need. And if you find you're drawn to more than one card or more than one message, that's absolutely okay. I know sometimes people do find that, like one rune will speak, another card will speak to you and call to you. Just follow through with whatever you are feeling. And, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you in the readings in just a moment, and we'll get a message that you need to hear. We'll be asking for this, and we will then look at any details about the coming week that you need to know about. Tons of love, beautiful souls. See you in a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. This is a really fabulous card, Dancer of Joy. Yeah, it's a really, really super energy. It really is like embodying the ecstasy of joy and then kind of radiating it out into the world. I mean, this is lovely. Let's see what we're shown. What is the important message, the immediate message that needs to come through for you? What do you need to hear right now? Let's find out about that, and we'll draw your tarot cards. We'll check in on the week ahead for you. Now I feel that's what we need here. Let's see what we've got. We have oh, how fascinating. Excuse me, coughing away. Intuition. Okay, we've got intuition. I think that's going to fit quite well. We have perceptive. Okay. And then we have adventure. This is so interesting because this card talks about going on like the adventure of life, embracing the adventure of life, diving into a state of ecstasy. Look at all the water around. What is going on around you? I think there is an emotional adventure to be dived into, to commit to, actually. The combination of the anchor and the dog, I just found myself really tuning in with commitment. And with Perth, it's got a very, very interesting energy because it's kind of like an initiation, a stepping up into something, almost like a rite of passage. I feel like you are about to embark upon a rite of passage to embrace, literally to embrace joy, ecstasy. I mean, what is this about? Let's find out. We have the Crow, who sees between the worlds. We have Soul Retrieval and Pachamama. Wow, let me see if I can squeeze these cards in. Is that going to fit? I think so. I think we can get them all in. That's cool. Yeah, I think your reading is definitely to do with making a commitment to something. It could literally be a commitment to yourself. It could be a commitment to trusting your intuition, following your guidance. But there's something about setting forth here. Look at this like paper boat out at sea. It's just like, just trust. It's like following your intuition, following your perception of something. I sort of feel like you're being guided to something that is going to take you on an adventure. The adventure is connecting you to life. I'm going to read to you about Pachamama from this little book because it's so in tune with the Dancer of Joy, and it will be said better than I'm going to say it. Here we go, Pachamama. Right. Pachamama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all of her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation on our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain that we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. The invitation: you are a child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service, such as planting a tree, or helping to save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. Interesting, we've got all this water here. Yes, I wonder if some of you may be water signs. Some of you may have a lot of water in your birth charts. The medicine: you still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize that you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honour all life. Okay, very powerful cards. Love this pack. This is I do list the cards below for you guys, so you can check any of them out. The cards, the runes, the charms, even my gloves are down there, so you can find them if you're looking for something similar or the same. So this is the Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. Now, let's just tune in with this. Your reading is asking you to make a commitment to joy and to being led by joy, by love. Now, soul retrieval is about pulling yourself, it's like recovery. If you've been feeling fragmented by the energy that's been going on around you, or fragmented by indecision, or just by circumstances that feel overwhelming, this is about pulling you back to wholeness. And the key to bringing you back to wholeness is about anchoring yourself, regardless of the height of the waves or the depth of the oceans that you metaphorically find yourself in. This is about anchoring yourself and really sitting in the essence, that high vibration of gratitude and of love for being here right now, and sort of like with the crow, trusting that there is more to this. Crows see between the worlds. They travel to other dimensions. I'm going to draw your oracle cards, your tarot cards next. But I feel that you're being called to do something differently, or to dare to do something that is going to be life-changing for you. It's going to re-anchor you. It's going to show you the way, or allow you to return to your own state of wholeness, your own state of love. Now, the orca whale says, dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal. We have the dog here. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. This is a turning point. There's an opportunity for you to, it's almost like start afresh for some of you. I'm not quite sure what that will be. We'll draw your tarot cards and see. But I think there's something around you that it's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel for you. It's like it contains hope. There's an opportunity. That's what I'm seeing here. And whether that is literally just an opportunity to change your perceptions and view something differently within the context of your immediate surroundings without changing anything, or it's literally setting forth on a whole new adventure, traveling, going overseas, doing something. There is, I think there is genuinely an opportunity or an opening for you, and I genuinely think it is a bit like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's opening something up for you. I think it will, on the next phase of your journey, become part of your own pathway to wholeness, your own pathway to healing, to health, to joy, to connection with Gaia, connection with the earth, connection with goddess energy, actually. And this opening is around, and you're being asked to commit to it. If you wish, it's your choice, your desire. Your desires are your own. You have conscious free will and choice. No reading ever tells us what to do. But it really does feel a bit like you might be casting yourself off out to sea in a paper boat and wondering what on earth it's going to happen and where it's going to take you. But it's kind of almost like trusting at that level that you're going to be totally taken care of here, and sitting in that space of complete and utter ecstasy, of joy, of the presence and the energy of that adventure, just of knowing that it's there for you. Let's draw your tarot cards, see what we're shown. I'm seeing these coming through. This one, this one, this one. Okay. We have Six of Bows, Abundance. This is absolutely lovely. Let me bring a bit more light in here. Can I turn a light on in this camera a little bit? I think I can bring a bit more light in through this camera. Here we go. Hopefully that's picking up on stuff. Really does that. It's real. I noticed the camera is very affected by the weather. That the light really alters it. But yeah, anyway, let me go with this. Right, we have Ace of Arrays, the breath of life. Yeah, there's an absolute, there's a direction that you can actually follow. Now, whether this is an idea or it's an actual, like, yeah, a holiday, an adventure, something you can do, honestly, I'd be heading down that road, I think, if I was in your shoes. King of Stones, make a commitment. You know, this is the King of Pentacles. You know, this is real stuff. This is the fabric of your life. This is something solid and real, and it's really worth you pursuing. Even if you feel a bit like a lone wolf, like you're going out on your own. Queen of Stones. Oh, you have the King of Stones and the Queen of Stones. How interesting. You have Nine of Vessels, generosity. You have the Guardian, card number 15, which is the card of the devil in a traditional pack. And then the Seven of Stones, healing. What were we just saying? This is a pathway to healing. This is a pathway to wholeness. Like if you've been feeling really fragmented. Soul retrieval. I mean, maybe I will just speak a little bit about this, which I hope is okay for you guys, just to sort of share this kind of information. So, you know, in my mainstream world, when I used to have a full-time practice as a psychotherapist, we would talk about, you know, when people fragment, you know, when you think about it, we talk about people having a breakdown. That's what happens. We fragment, we fall to pieces. You know, we come apart, we fall to pieces, we break down. Usually as a result of trauma. And, you know, whatever that may be. And if you have been very traumatized by something, you know, I'm really, really sorry. Truly, truly, I would never wish anyone to be traumatized by something or to have bad experiences. And when I talk about trauma, I don't just mean like one gigantic event. I don't know, like being in a massive car crash or something like that. Obviously very, very, very traumatic. I hope that's not happened to any of you. If it has, I'm truly sorry. But we also have things that go on. It's what I call the trauma of normality. And this is where we experience stuff that is, you could say it's everyday stuff, but especially when there's a build-up of it. Like this goes wrong, then that goes wrong, then that goes wrong. And it just feels like, you know, it's like, come on, universe, cut me some slack kind of stuff. But each time something goes wrong, or even if you're living in an environment where, like, for example, I mean, I would say the trauma of normality relates to children who live in, let's say, circumstances where they're not emotionally related to, you know, over time, you know, or where they are feeling unsafe. You know, if there's violence or dishonesty around them, or they can't trust becomes damaged. You know, if trust is damaged, it's traumatic because it has an impact. And even though there may not be one major event, it's, you know, the trauma is still there. As I said, trauma of normality, everyday stuff, you know, where maybe parents, as if you were little, just weren't available for you for whatever reason. It was never your fault. But you've lived with the consequences. You learn to live on high alert. If people aren't reliable, you learn to live on high alert. And the volume control of your anxiety or your heightened alertness gets turned up and up and up and up. And all through life, you know, you may live with a heightened alert system, and actually there's a need to turn it back down again. But whenever we experience anything traumatic, we do also, in shamanic language, you know, some part of us, it's like some part of the soul fragments and departs. So we feel incomplete. We don't feel whole. We don't feel as if we are not complete. And if we're not complete and not whole, or we've broken down and bits of us are sort of missing, or we feel like there's one bit over there and one bit over there, which in psychotherapy is what the same language is similar language. We're describing exactly the same thing. We're just using a slightly different lens that we look at it through. You know, the job in psychotherapy is to help people to bring themselves back together. And when we do soul retrieval in shamanic work, we're doing the same. We're going off and we're searching for those pieces of the soul that have fragmented, got lost along the way, to bring someone back together. Okay, now, Look at this healing. I mean, we actually see literally what we've got here is a shaman, a shamanic figure sitting here within a stone circle, you know, with somebody here. I mean, this looks like a soul retrieval ceremony. You know, he could be literally moving through the worlds like the crow to find those pieces of soul fragments that need to be brought back to bring this person back to wholeness and to heal. I think these cards are amazing. Now, in looking at the sort of this, you may have felt like literally like you were a paper boat out at sea. The challenge with any kind of trauma is that when we have an opportunity, sometimes to have the very thing we desire the most, we sometimes push it away or defend against it because we don't feel we can risk that, or we don't feel whole enough to embrace the adventure. Now, I'm kind of waffling away a bit here, but there is purpose to my my waffling away. I think there is an opportunity for you to come out of your cave with the Queen of Stones. I think there is, now whether this is a work-related situation or whether it is because we have the King and the Queen of Stones, whether it's a relationship of some sort, could even be, you know, like a therapist, I guess, or a working alliance, or a, you know, whatever it is. It could be a love interest, whatever it is. I think there is genuinely an opportunity for you to set forth on some form of adventure that is actually going to be healing for you. And this reading is all about like an invitation to accept that opportunity, to make a commitment to it, make a commitment to that, to going to see that therapist, or make a commitment with the Devil card, the Guardian. And it's interesting that we see a guardian figure, you know, for the represented by the Devil here, and not, you know, guarding the entrance of something. You know, the Devil traditionally is about cutting cords. If you're struggling with an addiction, this is the time to go and get help. There may be help available. But this is all about joy, bringing you back to a state of joy. And I think there is something right in front of you, actually, an opportunity that will lead you to wholeness, completeness, healing. And whether that adventure is purely an internal one, through a connection with someone such as a therapist, or such as a course you're embarking on, or you know, whatever it is, or a friendship, you've met someone, whatever this is, even a love interest, a connection with the King and Queen, this is going to bring you out of your cave. It's going to place you in a space where you feel really, really grateful for everything, because you will feel so good about yourself. You can cut cords, liberate yourself from things that have previously held you back. I'm going to ask about the week ahead, but your message is really sort of one of encouragement. You know, the message you need to hear right now is one of encouragement, saying, you know, go for it. This is an amazing opportunity, my pile one. Set forth on that adventure. This really is the light at the end of the tunnel for you. May we ask about the week ahead, please, for my beautiful pile ones. We have 9 of Bows, respect. I'm seeing you being able to literally leave something behind, put something behind you. There's real determination in this. Then you have Ace of Bows. I love that you have 2 aces. This is a real go for it. Yeah. Literally, I'm seeing you with it's like making that decision to move away from something, to leave it behind. But you're not just moving away from something, you are moving to something. It really is. It's saying, do you know what? This is amazing. I want that. I'm going for it. In many ways, the 9 of Bows is very much about like you can see the goal you want, and you've kind of got to go for it. But you've got to make that decision. It's you can see it, but there's a hurdle to overcome. But you kind of, it's like you're nearing that point. And what we see then is the Ace of Bows here, spark of life. 10 of Arrows, instruction. For some of you, this is something that you might, this is a mentor or someone who you will learn from. It could be a course, or like I said, a course of therapy. It could be a course. You're definitely able to, whatever is in front of you is going to teach you how to heal and bring things to a close. You know, you're going to move on. It enables a completion to happen. Now, this is this week, so it seems to me that the energy this week, the opportunity within the energy of this week is literally to seize the moment and actually go for it. I mean, why wouldn't you? Seize the moment and go for it. Look at this, you've got another ace. Wow. Ace of arrows, ace of bows, ace of vessels, and then 6, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? 6 of arrows, transition. Okay, this is the week when you can actually make a commitment and genuinely move something forwards here. There is a real opportunity for you to seize the moment and actually set forth on this adventure. As I said, whether that's the internal adventure where you get the right person is around to assist you, or the right circumstances, or you literally make a commitment to set forth on a physical adventure that is going to become a whole healing journey for you, a space where you learn, you grow, and so much will be put behind you. The 6 of arrows is a beautiful card of transition. And again, seeing you set forth. And look how graceful this is in a boat that is shaped like a swan. I think that is so beautiful. Pile 1, what a week ahead of you. What a week. This is amazing. Now we do have, at the time of doing this reading, we have a full moon coming up. So watch out for the full moon readings that I'm doing. I'll post them in a couple of days. Beautiful souls, I think this is quite a week for you, a real turning point in some way, so I am thrilled. Pile 1, thank you for being here so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to make sure you get any reading as soon as I upload it, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, it should come into your stream. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for liking, for sharing. Thank you for commenting, sharing your stories. Thank you all who give back through the comments. And again, in a few days' time, following this, the double discount on my tarot course will be closing probably towards the end of this week, actually. So if you want to jump on board while there's a massive double discount, do check that out. There's a link to a page full of information for you. Gosh, you never know, maybe for some of you that's your journey, that's your adventure. But I mean, this will be personal to you in whatever context it arrives. Tons of love, Pile 1. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me today. Now, before I draw any cards, I generally want to get into a reading and draw more cards first before I say too much, but you are absolutely being guided. The Journeyer is a really, really powerful card. This is a very specific guide, or a group of guides that are literally, they are journeying between the worlds, almost ahead of you to plan your course for you. Now, the rune of Awaz, Defense, is a rune that says you need to navigate. You're having to navigate through something, or you're developing an aversion to things that aren't working, or you are... you need to take right action here. And it's a very, very powerful rune. It urges you not to force anything, not to push anything ahead, almost to be responsive as things unfold. And it often indicates some of the, what I would call, like the bumps in the road at the beginning of something new. But I'm not actually going to delve into any more at this stage, but I absolutely 100% know there is a message here that says you're being guided. And these are very, very powerful guides. This is, I know we all have powerful guides, but this is really significant in some way. Let's find out more. Okay, we have peace, lovely, and judgment. Okay. This is really, really, really mind-blowingly fascinating. So peace and judgment are your first cards. What spirit animal guide do we have coming through for you? No, that's not us, this one. Okay, infinite possibilities, the unicorn. Wow. Okay, you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirit's flight. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Wow. How interesting. Okay, right. Infinite possibilities. Okay. Let's draw your shamanic journeying cards and see where we go from here. Peace, judgment. Yeah, you're navigating something, and it's could be a little tricky maybe, but I have no concerns about what the outcome's going to be. Whatever you're navigating that doesn't feel quite, feels like you're going through some choppy waters or something. Look at all these flying fish. This is literally telling you to relax. There's something that has either niggled you, or you're navigating it and you're a little bit uncertain as to how it's going to pan out. I sort of want to say chill out and relax. This is not going to be I don't think this is going to be a problem. You're either going to breeze it, you're going to fly through it. You're being guided. The whole thing is being guided. Taking this and this. What do we have here? Let's ask. The curse. We have the holy mountain. And we have thunder. Okay, right. I think there is something that's bothered you. To put it in real terms. Or trying to work out how to find the best words. Something's bothering you, or has bothered you, or you feel like you're not quite sure how you're going to navigate through it. Now, it will be unique and personal to you, so I'm not going to draw lots of cards. Obviously, if this was a personal reading, we'd be diving into this. And thank you to those of you who do inquire. No, I don't offer private readings. I simply do not have the space or availability. I'm so sorry. However, as my tarot course gets off the ground, there will eventually be a listing of all graduates, so you will be able to find really good readers. Actually, at some point in the future, I'll let you know when all of that goes live, and it's all happening along the way. Now, infinite possibilities. Honestly, you are going to be absolutely fine. I think there is a situation around you where you can't... I don't think you can necessarily directly influence it. This is not a time to push for something. All you need to do is take right action and respond to it along the way. Foresight, planning are helpful with this rune. But because it genuinely is being guided, I think you may be feeling like it may be something that's got a resonance with the past, or pressed a button, or you're feeling a bit anxious. Gosh, is this happening again? Or, am I ever going to be free of this? Or will this ever get sorted? Or something like that. But honestly, you'll come through this. You'll really come through this, and it's being guided, and you just honestly, you don't need to worry. I want to say relax. Anything you need to see will be shown to you. Anything you need to see. It's almost as if you are being metaphorically placed at the top of a holy mountain, so that you can look down and see everything that's going on. Even in the thunder, we've got buffaloes here. Buffaloes are a symbol of abundance. They come from the north. In the medicine wheel, and the north is also about our ancestors. The journeyer is about our ancestors. You are literally being guided by the wisdom. The wisdom of the ancestors is there to guide you. You'll be shown whatever you need to see. And honestly, like fish just flying, it'll be like miracles. There are infinite possibilities. Let's find out a bit more about this for you, my pile twos. These two actually, and this and this. Right, you've got the shaman, Gosh, you just couldn't write it, could you? So you have the shaman, you know, again, you're being guided. You have the Sun of Life. Wow, this is the Sun card. Source, energy supporting you, spirit supporting you. Nine of Arrows, dedication. And Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. Whatever this circumstance is, and I do think it's got you down or affected you or left you feeling, you know, not exactly a wobble, but you are, I think what you're feeling like is, you know, when's it going to end? Hence the curse. Or, you know, is there sort of almost like psychic warfare going on? Are you picking up on really is negative energy coming in? Truly relax. You know, don't try not to get into your head on this one. I sort of want to say relax. Everything is literally being taken care of. You do have a part to play in this. You know, none of us are sort of either victims or, you know, none of us are also in a position where we just sit back and do nothing and assume that spirit will do it all. But in this instance, you're simply going to be guided. You need to keep going with the ship's wheel. But literally every step of the way, you know, arrows will literally bounce off you. Just be, you know, the energy can bounce off you. You're being protected. You're being guided. I mean, this is the message that you need to hear. You're being protected, guided, looked after. You're being defended if people are doing things, you know, in any way that's not okay. So relax, chill, and keep going. Hold that space of absolute knowingness that you are being guided and supported in every way. And you will come through this. There'll be a new beginning with the Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. Let's find out when, or, you know, what's happening this week. Let's ask about tell you what I'll do actually. Before I look at the week ahead, I'm going to ask about the outcome. Let's just draw some cards to find out about the outcome here for you, just so we have a kind of a sneaky peek into where this is going. I think those are our cards. The outcome, the seer, and another ace, the Ace of Vessels, Waters of Life. Wow. Gosh, do you know part of this is mind-blowing. Pile 2, part of what's happening is whatever you're navigating, part of the higher purpose is that it's developing in you the capacity to see, and to know that what you see is real, to know that you can trust your judgment in things, to know that when something happens, you can influence the outcome, or that you can, it's not so much influence, but you can navigate to your desired outcome because you'll be shown what you need to see. As long as you are taking right action and you are walking your talk and standing in your own integrity, walking that holy pathway, climbing that holy mountain, it's not that you're invincible. That's not the right way, because that would be, you know, a foolish thing to say to anybody. But it's that you are becoming a seer. Your gifts are being enhanced, and whatever situation you're navigating, part of the purpose of it is for you to know, to see, and know and trust what you see, and know that you are guided every step of the way, and whatever information you need to see, it'll be shown to you. This is enhancing your personal capacity to develop those gifts in yourself, to develop your connection with your guides, to know and literally to find yourself walking in a space of trust. So whatever this is, not only is the outcome amazing, this is all about you going beyond the ordinary and becoming the legendary. Wow. Now, let's find out about the week ahead. How might this sort of be showing up in the week ahead, the next 7 days? Seeing these. Also, yeah, it's those two. How is this panning out? How is this emerging in the week ahead? So we have the Green Man. Now, this is the Emperor in a traditional pack. I was about to say, I think you may need to step up and take action. Yeah, something I'm hearing that, you know, like that witch's brew, hubble, what's that, hubble, bubble, boil and trouble. But yeah, something I think you will with the archer as well be called to take action this week. We have Knight of Arrows, Hawk, but you will absolutely be given the sight that you need, the bird's eye view of what you need to see to move this on. We have the Three of Bows, fulfillment, and the Five of Bows, empowerment. Wow. Right, there's a turnaround this week. You will need to step up in some way, shape or form. Your situation will call you to take action, but you'll be shown exactly what you need to see. So literally to aim and fire. And you will get absolutely the result you desire. And you know, you are seriously coming out of this on top. So yeah, there will be an action called for. But don't worry. Be calm, chilled. Your assessment, you know, when I see the card of judgment here, it's not, you know, it doesn't have to be a negative. When we assess something accurately, we judge a situation, not from a judgmental, critical perspective, but from an assessment. Actually, this is what I'm seeing. I think you'll be called to call a shot of some sort, literally. You may even have to call someone out. But you will absolutely be shown what you need to see in order to do this. You're being guided. It's almost like your guide standing here. Look at the crossroads here. You know, there may be divided loyalties here as well. We've got two dogs here and we've got a pathway splitting. You may actually find that you might actually have been caught in the middle of something with these two pathways. This will be a message for some, not all, but you may actually have sort of ended up being caught in the middle of something that wasn't really yours to carry, but you end up calling a shot, which is really valuable. You'll definitely know what's going on here, and you can go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. I think you make a difference. I think you create a turning point. I see this as either this is you putting your hand up and saying, hang on a minute, you know, let's just call this shot, or it's your guide saying, you know, almost like waving goodbye, this amazing guide, because well, not exactly waving goodbye, they're always there for you, always present, but sort of saying hi, you know, showing you the signs, of course, showing you which way to go. It's like literally they will be right in front of you. If you need to see something, it'll be right in front of you. Okay? Literally, you'll be able to see someone right in. It will be your guide. If you're not at all sure when to take aim and fire or what decision to make, your guide will pop up in front of you literally and show you the way. A sign will be shown or something will happen, or you'll turn on the radio and the song will be the exact words you need to hear to open that space of possibility for you. So you'll know. And as I said, this is part of your own personal initiation into becoming an extremely gifted seer, where you really know with absolute trust that your guides are there for you to assist you every step of the way. Very remarkable energy here. Really, really something else. So whatever is going on this week, I think, as I said, you'll be called to take action. Just be peaceful and trust. Listen and trust what you're shown. Absolutely. You'll navigate your way through this because, I mean, you're going to come out on tops. Infinite possibilities. I mean, everything here just says it's like totally cool, best outcome possible. I mean, that's really what we're seeing here. Literally a kind of a new beginning almost, or a clean slate in something, maybe even. You know, there'll be a turnaround basically of a situation. Pile 2, this is your reading for the week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. For those of you who, you know, are subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to press the little bell icon as well if you want to make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I upload them, you know, if this is resonating with you. These are timeless readings. You can always check out the homepage as well if you are in need of immediate guidance. There are lots of readings you can tune in with. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing and letting people know about the channel, and just all the things you do, and for being you. And wow, I think your gifts are going to be really significantly, they are being upgraded and enhanced, which is unbelievably exciting. Thank you all of you who've been checking out my tarot course as well. I will put links to everything, including the cards, the runes, the charms, in the description below and in a comment, so you can find anything and everything that you need to that may be of value and useful to you on your amazing journey, Pile 2. Tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We're going to find a message for you that you need to hear right now. And 2 cards coming through. We're going to find a message you need to hear right now, and also look at the week ahead. May we kindly ask for information and guidance, a message right now that Pile 3 need to hear about. And I'll draw from these cards as well. You have Ancestor of Hope, which is a very, very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. And you have the Rune of Strength, which is also a very powerful energy. I can't help feeling like big stuff is going on. Look at this: expression, supported and joyful, and growth. This is so fascinating. Dying, evolving, expression. This is really, really so just one of those, well, I mean, the readings aren't they always? We get this sort of moment of, gosh, you couldn't write it, could you, kind of stuff. Now, Ancestor of Hope is about moving forwards. The Rune of Strength. I always feel like the universe has your back with the Rune of Strength. It's like the energy is really supporting you to move forwards, even if it's like slow and steady wins the race, or have the courage of your convictions. But you know, this rune does sometimes indicate that something in your life has run its course. It no longer serves you. It's finished its purpose. Its time is up. It's past its sell-by date. And, you know, whether that's an actual circumstance or something internally, a belief, a perspective, but something's run its course. And now it's time to, I kind of want to sort of say, free yourself, or fly, or empower yourself. Horses, with this beautiful cave painting of a horse, horses are about power. You have nobility. Elk. Gosh, elk are about resilience and durability. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Okay, that's really cool. Really super cool. When you kind of got the Ancestor of Hope card, I drew that. I thought, gosh, I wonder what this is about, especially with strength, because this is kind of like having the courage of your convictions, being able to, as I said, move away from something, or let go gracefully, or just recognize that you've outgrown something, and that can sometimes feel like it's a little bit in the balance. And this is interesting. Look, I see with these hands, it's like there's a hand holding the other one back on this person's back. This is about freeing yourself from something and knowing that you can do it. Yeah, the Time Master. You have Pachamama, who also came out. Pachamama came out in pile 1, and you have Fire. So if you were drawn to pile 1, I highly, highly recommend that you check it out. There may well be a message for you there. Yes, pile 3. Everything in your reading is about releasing yourself from something, liberating yourself, empowering yourself, firing yourself up. You know, letting something burn away. I mean, it's this card, fire, is a bit like sometimes, you know, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Everything here is about taking charge of something and actually following it through. Knowing that you are loved with Pachamama. That there's something of a, almost like a desire, a return to love, a dream. You know, Time Master, the Time Master also, I feel like there's also a sense of, for some of you, this will just be for some and not all, but like a sense of urgency. Almost as if there could be something like an opportunity for you to grasp, and you could be feeling like you need to grasp it now, like time is running out. Now, time isn't, you know, time is an illusion, you know, and this card acknowledges that. But nevertheless, within our human earth walks, you know, we are here on our human earth walk for a period of time. And I do think there is timing here. This, and it's interesting, these hands, I don't know that somebody else is holding you back. I think you might be holding you back. Because they're coming out of the inside of her. Are you afraid of reaching for something that you really, really want? Step up. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Nobility. Take an ownership of your strength. Take an ownership of your your right and entitlement to go for something with passion. Whatever is firing you up. This is literally saying don't hold yourself back. Not sure what that's about. I'm going to ask for a bit more information, and then I'm going to ask about the week ahead for you, my beautiful pile threes. Why would you be holding yourself back? Why would my pile threes hold themselves back? What is going on with my pile threes? I think those are the cards for you. Let's check out. Two of Arrows, the card of Injustice. Okay. Queen of Arrows, the Swan. We have the Six, the Forest Lovers. This is the card of the Lovers. We have Five of Bows, Empowerment. 10 of Bows, Responsibility. Two of Vessels, Attraction, sitting under the Forest Lovers. Wow. Okay, this is like ever so interesting. Right, let me just turn that light down a tiny bit, so I hope those cards can be seen really clearly for you. Right, okay, pile three. Where do we go with this? Right, okay. Definitely you are in a situation or a circumstance that you need to leave behind and let go of gracefully. Maybe you are holding on to it out of a sense of responsibility. Maybe you're holding on to it because you're fearful of I don't know, with the Injustice. What is the Injustice card? You know, sometimes there's security. I know the Justice card, Injustice is, you know, it can be about you know, wealth. We've got wealth, we've got coins here, then we've got the beautiful arrow. The feather here. You may be clinging to something that feels secure rather than acknowledging how you really feel, holding yourself back, telling yourself that the security, the stability, you know, the steady thing is really important. And yet, there is something that burns like a fire from within. Look at the fire here. Two of Vessels. There is something extremely inviting and attractive that I think you will love. But I think you're staying where you are at the moment, or you're holding yourself back, or you could hold yourselves back out of a sense of, as I said, responsibility, a fear of maybe losing something. This is saying step up and empower yourself. Step up, and this is, let the passion and the life and the light within you burn bright. I actually almost feel like with the Time Master, this could be a once in a lifetime opportunity. That and I feel like it's kind of there to take. Now, I don't know exactly what this is, but what I do know is your reading and the message that your spirit team, source spirit, your guides want you to hear right now is this. The message you need to hear right now is that this is basically, don't hold yourself back. That's your message. Whatever you feel is in the way, don't let it hold you back. Empower yourself to make this choice. Ultimately, the card of the Lovers is a card of choice, and it's about owning your choices. For some, this could be a connection to someone. It could be love. Perhaps you're not stepping up and telling that person how you really feel. You're longing to reach out and say, look, this is how I feel about you. But you are holding back for whatever reason. This reading would suggest it's worth saying. And if it's, a job, or whatever it is, there's something here. And your reading is saying don't hold yourself back, even if it's applying for something or believing that you deserve something. Whatever this is, empower yourself and don't hold yourself back. Let's look at the week ahead. Obviously, you have conscious free will and choice. No reading will tell you what to do, but this is the guidance coming through. 10 of Stones, home. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is like the lottery win. I'm very conscious. I can see here in this card, I'm just going to show it to you, carved into the rock here, we have two figures. There's a masculine figure, a male figure, and a female figure. Okay, this is like a homecoming, I think. For some of you, okay, we've got Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. Wow, my goodness me. Now, for some of you, it could indicate that this does connect to where you, literally to your home, where you live. Let me see what else we have. This is the week ahead. We have the Green Man, which is the Empress. So this is about stepping up. We have the Great Bear. This is the card of Judgment. Okay, I think there will be an opportunity for you this week. 9 of Stones, tradition. Okay, I think there will be an opportunity for you this week to actually say something, to initiate something, to voice something, to step up. I think a circumstance will arise. I mean, let's say, just using a relationship as an example, this will not be a relationship for all of you, but for some of you it will be. To have the Lovers and the 2 of Cups as well. I mean, we are in relationship territory here, but it could be your relationship to something else. But let's use love as an example. I think this week we're seeing an opportunity with the Ace of Stones and the Emperor. Literally an opportunity arises for you to do something, to say something, to speak out. The Great Bear. It's like being guided by the stars. We've got a long barrow. Of course, with the long barrow. So long barrows, if you're not, if you don't, most of you, I'm sure, will know what they are. But we have them. We have a lot of them here in the UK, and in the area I live in, there are some really amazing long barrows, actually. Some very widely known about that people visit, and some that aren't very widely known about, actually. Really remarkable places. They are sometimes burial grounds, but they're not always, actually. A long barrow is very often more of a sacred journeying place. It's a place where you step from one reality to another. I've sat in one, very, very interesting actually, again, not a well-known one. And, you know, going in at night and sitting in there, there was like a lichen growing on the stones inside that just lit up like gold. And the way that the doorway, there's only one entrance, so you literally kind of creep in. You become very humble because it naturally humbles you, because you have to get down on your hands and knees to get in. So it's a very humbling kind of entry point. And I think they're built in that way, actually, in order that we leave our ego outside of the door kind of thing. We humble ourselves in order to even enter. But right at the back, as the moon rose and cast its light, her light, I will rephrase that, and she cast her light through that entry point, that all of this lichen lit up like gold. It was just phenomenal, absolutely remarkable experience. Not quite sure why I'm telling you all this. Why am I voicing this? What's the relevance to your reading? But that's like setting forth on a new journey. And also, I would venture to say not everybody would enter somewhere like this and sit in it on their own on a moonlit night. Obviously, I do. But, you know, I think that's the point. It's like stepping out of your comfort zone. There's something you need to let go of gracefully because you've outgrown something. Don't hold yourself back, basically. What I see this week for you is an opening. We've got the opening here, and the fact that we have a male figure and a female figure, again, potentially indicating relationship. There's an opening. This is a homecoming. This is something that is going to fire you up. This is real. We've got Ace of Stones. This is real. This has real, solid potential. You can build a foundation with this person or this project or whatever it is for you. I think this week there is an opportunity where you can step up and actually make a commitment to beginning to make this real, literally. And I think you'll get a very good response with the tradition card. We see a shaman sitting here with these stones, with the stone circle. I think you'll get a very favourable response with tradition because there's a sense of solidity here, of being able to get a result that you desire. I mean, this is the 9 of Pentacles. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is a card of great abundance, satisfaction. So I actually do think there's an opportunity for you to have a voice or to step forwards, either to leave something behind, but also to invite something new into your world. Perhaps the letting go, not holding yourself back, is letting go of not having a voice. But I think there's an opportunity for you to step up this week, and I think you get the goodies as well, which is pretty cool. Let's face it, very, very cool. I think you'll feel awesome. With the Nobility card, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. So just talking about being humble. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So you can literally overcome your fears around reaching out for something or to someone, and you get the results. Pile 3, this is your reading, and I absolutely am loving it. Beautiful souls, keep me posted, let me know what's happening. It's lovely to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for those of you who are subscribed. It really helps the channel, and thank you for letting people know about the readings and the channel. And if you are subscribed, make sure you press the little bell icon as well to make sure that you never miss a reading as soon as I upload them. Thank you all for everything you're doing that supports the channel. If you are interested in my tarot course, which is for probably about another week, will be at a massively, like a double reduction on it, but that will close quite soon. So if you're watching this as I upload this reading, and that's something that you're wanting to jump on board with, it's worth checking it out sooner rather than later. Pile 3, tons of love. Have an amazing week. This is really going to fire you up. So it's really worth going for it. Tons of love. See you soon.